Different. Don't believe me? Well, okay, let me show you. I'm in a new spot. Well, okay, very new. I'm in a very new spot. I'm in an entirely new location. Yeah. So we moved. That's why I've been for the past 2 weeks. Unpacking and moving. And everything's a bit different. Everything's a lot different, let's just be honest here. Now I need to make adjustment. Oh, it's just something sitting on the wall. Here, like that. There you go. So eventually the green screen is going to be right there. So I'll be looking out at the game, saying I back off that direction, and then when I look over at you guys, oh, see, I'm looking right at you. And on the actual game screen, I'm facing the other direction. Not. Well, hold on, let me check. There it is. It'll be in and out. Solved most of my computer runs yesterday, but got a few more I need to pick at. Hey, I get it. The only reason that I haven't streamed the past 2 days is because every time I went to start the prep, I realized there was more that needed to be done. And last but not least, the entire space around me needed to be cleaned because I didn't want to be in that kind of a cluttered space and doing something like this. So I spent the better part of the last 2 days organizing, reorganizing, and I still have stuff under my desk I need to take care of. That's on the to-do list. There's a lot on the to-do list, but yeah, we moved. Here, I'll real quick show you. Don't get dizzy. So there's our living, there's our kitchen, and right behind me is our dining room table, which I'll be using that for some creative streams, and then over there is our living room. So instead of all that being behind me, it's now over there to the side, and the dining room's behind me with the table that I'm going to be doing some creativity on. Yeah, I was also kind of looking away, but give me just a second, I'll fix it. I have also got the mic in a different spot, so I'm still trying to figure out the angle, but I can turn it up a little. So all this stuff is just, it's like everything needs changed. And I found my pop screen finally. So I'm getting really used to having that in front of my face. I don't really, it's kind of hard the way I have it because it's coming from above. I may or may not keep that. But I was just noticing on one of my previous streams right at the end that there was a little bit of a, there was some noise going on that I didn't like. So I'm hoping that this catches some of that. But one thing I can do is, so let's see how that does. Okay, I think that's a little better in terms of, and yeah, testing, yeah, see I can even, yeah, I'll have to play around with it, do some listening. Yeah, and thank you for that, Knots. I appreciate the feedback. So, I know you guys are tired of looking at me. How about we change over to the game scene? And that's how I'm gonna be. So I'll be looking out at the game. Today I'm a little bit smaller because I don't have the green screen. Yeah, it's I have some filters that are in place, but let's see. Let's try having the noise gate. The last time I had the noise gate though, it cut out the background noise. But it also would cut me off a little, so I have to play with that. Gotta move this for a second. Having it come down from above is a bit of a change. So, while you're listening and doing working your stuff, Knots, if you notice that the front, like the very front edge of what I'm saying, getting cut off, just let me know. I'll have to tweak that noise gate a little. So let's play. Wow, it's been okay. So it has been 2 weeks since I've touched this. It's also been 2 weeks since I've even looked at this. This is the joint colony that I'm playing with my Extra Life team. You can find out more about them at this link right here. /pixelshark. It's a team of veterans and other, their friends and active duty members spread out across the world that do Extra Life together. I think. Remember. Yeah, they do have a thread. And I know the bottle posted also. So this is our joint colony, which we haven't been playing as much more recently because everybody has been kind of busy. So we're trying to get back into a regular flow of things. So we're clearly still in the same place. That much is obvious. What's this over here? Dead elephants. Oh, I killed all the elephants. So pro streamer there. Hit my pop screen. Now I know game music. I turn to the game music off. So let me bring everything's a little, even though I tried to get this as close as I could to the previous setup, it's still, everything feels like it's in a different spot. So, and I don't think everything is in its final spot anyway, because I'm still figuring out all of the little things here, so it's probably expected to change a little bit. So here we go. And if you'd like to see a picture of my setup, I posted it in my Discord. Visit at that link right there. So I didn't like that the music from the game would disappear. You know, we'd be playing and then the music from the game would go away. So I like playing the music separately. So I had the music playing in the background. Thank you, Knots. I was talking, I don't remember, I think I was talking to Nixumia. about the evolution of this setup, and it started back in 2010. So I'm gonna let this on pause, keep going. Let's see what's happening. This started in 2010 when I was working on my thesis. I didn't want. There's a mega spooter. Why is there a mega spooter here? Really sure why there's a mega spooter here. Do we have a storage place for it? We should have a storage place for it. Magnus, what do you do? Will you haul? Yes, you will. Magnus, please haul the mega spooter. There's no place to put it. So in 2010, I was getting ready to start my. They're not a. I'll say, what is this? Why is that like that? Let me see what we have going on in here with corpses. Can we put the mega spider in here? I'm not even sure we can get anything from the mega spider. I'm just gonna leave it. So I was getting ready to start my thesis, and I had also just come back from a trip to Korea where I picked up a first-gen iPad. My laptop that I'd been using for a couple of years had died, and I was in the market for one. And I decided I didn't really have the need to have an all-purpose laptop to do everything, so I switched to writing on an iPad. Why do we have all these chairs here and no... Clearly something must have just happened. Because there's no table here. What? Furniture. Not that kind. Must be this kind? Yeah, something happened here. We'll put that there. It must have been like a drop rate or something because of all this stuff. And I didn't, knowing I was going to have like the next 4 or 5 months at a computer working on writing and on a thesis and stuff, I decided that I wanted to have a different kind of setup. And the first part of my thesis was mostly research. So I was sitting on, and I had all my books on. I took over the couch. I had books on. I started on the left, and then my iPad on the tray right in front of me. And then as I finished with the books, making all of my notes and everything, I put them on the right. Then I take them back to the library and get the next bunch. I had like 200 sources on my master's thesis, and over 100 of them were actual in my hand sources. The rest were digital, of which most of those were like primary sources. So they were digital copies of books that had become public. I forget what the word is. There's an actual word. Their copyright had passed, but they were now available on like Google and stuff, so I could access them. And these were books that were written in the 20s, and my thesis was on the IP's conference, so that was perfect for me. So knowing I didn't want to sit after I finished all the research to do the writing side of it, I went and bought a door, cut the door down to, not the full length, about as big as my desk is now, although that one's actually a little bit bigger, the original one. Slapped some 2x4s on the corners, and I had my first standing desk. And it wobbled, and so I eventually added supports and stuff. I had that desk from 2010 through 2017 when we finally moved back here. I gave the desk to a friend to let him use it as his sound, knowing that I was most likely just build a new setup once I got to the States. And that, over time, that thing, I mean, I had a shelf underneath, which was where the piece sat, and I had double monitors on it, and eventually it had 3 monitors because it had a second computer that was underneath there. And I maximized that space as best I could. But on that setup, I actually don't think I ever used the green screen. The green screen was something I switched to when I came back here in 2017. Because I was in a closet, and I didn't want anyone to see that what was behind me was a closet. So, when we came back, I got, so I could get started, I got a flat piece of wood and a couple of those white shelves that you get from Walmart, the plastic shelves that you can get modular and add to. You usually put them in storage closets or in your garage. got a couple of those and put a piece of wood on it, sat my computer on. There, I had my standing desk again. And when I came out, that setup was initially in the closet, so I was out of the way and everything, but I just didn't like being back there. It was hot all the time and I felt pretty isolated. And when I moved out to the living room, my wife didn't want to see the plastic shelves, so we took this, I guess it's like an IKEA hall closet thing, like a hall thing that you put right when you come in your door. It's got little drawers on it, and there's a but that's kind of, so it's got like an angle like that at the top of it, right on this side, an angle on this side to the wall, and then this piece that the shelf, that the drawers are on, everything, it's got the opposite. The grooves together like that, and it bolts it. That bolts into studs, so you can keep it anchored. And so then I took a door, got a brand new door. Well, not a brand new door. I got a 4-door. Signed a waiver so that they would cut it for me, because I wanted them to cut it. Cut it down to size. Screwed it to the top of that thing and mounted that to the wall. And that became my new standing desk with support on this side. And now I've added a support on the other side too. And I also raised it a little bit, short, my arms, bigger angles. And I started mounting the monitors to the wall, and I liked doing that. And that's when the third monitor came along, and the idea to do the vertical portrait size of the landscape one viewing the TV behind it instead of on the floor. And I put a shelf up there and attached those lights to it, which are lighting my face up. And I can switch them. Single switch, they all go away. It's all up there. And actually, the shelf, the left support, but this statue, it has a piece of wood that's printed out that I think I'm actually going to replace with something that's a little sturdier. I was going to say thicker, but I realized I was talking about thick wood. That's horrible. So I'm going to switch it for a 2x4. Right now it's a 1x3. No, 1x2. A small little 1x2. I'm going to switch it with a 2x4. So it's a little like the piece that's actually... Yes, yes, yes. I knew it as soon as I started saying it, which is why I didn't say it, and then I said it anyway. Okay. Man, this place is an absolute mess. We had an invasion hobby. Manager's desk got ripped up, it looks like. Wiped out. What is this? Tube television. Marble grand statue. A legendary. I wonder if we got that or if we built that. We have some goals. Let's put in manager's desk. Hey, that's what I do. How do you think I get all those good quotes? I'm kind of working on things, and I hear this line, just out of context, just horrible, and I just go over and hit the clip button so I can catch it and make sure I heard it exactly right. Replay it a couple of times and hit the quote. Unless it's really simple, and I can remember it. Curse of the job that I do, and part of the problems that I face is that the job that I was in trained me to hear everything. So even if I don't realize I'm listening to everything, I'm listening to everything, and it also trained me to focus in on things when other things are going on, when there's a lot of other noise. So it's good for the job, but it's horrible when you're not doing the job, because it means it's really hard to not hear everything that's going on and to not focus on them. I spend most of my life now walking around with most of the time they're not even on. They're just cutting down on the sensory input that I'm getting, because it's hard to tune it out. Flip side to that is that when I'm doing my work and I have a streamer over here on this monitor over here at a really low volume in my ears, just kind of a little bit of background noise when I'm not working, and when I don't have the audio going that I'm transcribing and I'm just, cleaning it up or whatever, I can actually listen. The flip side to that is when sometimes I will just hear these things come through, just random little lines, and it creates for some great out of context quotes, which I've been doing in a Nautilus channel, which is why that came up. So, yeah, new setup. It's like I said, there's a picture in my Discord. Post that link for the Discord again. You can go in there and see it. I think it's in the general chat. Well, it's a lot more spacious here. Dog has a lot of. I mean, it's surprising how much space there is in an apartment that is, I think, only really 100 square feet larger than the one we were in before. They were smart with how they arranged. Not really sure how we managed to. And once we turned the garage over, we're currently using the garage as our storage / unpacking zone. Once we turn that over back to them, we'll be paying almost exactly what we were paying the previous one. Only this is a major upgrade. It's kind of surprising what we were putting up with in that previous place. Why did I come in here? Manager's desk. Manager. Oh, nuts. If you stick around, like lurking all the way to the end of the stream, I will take a moment and hop into that Terraria world I was talking about and show you the world that I built for Zoe. And obviously don't stick around if you have to go. You can just go. I can definitely go into it and clip it and send it to you. Yeah, I spent several weeks making that world for her. I have lost them. What happened to the manager's desk? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Basic manager's desk. It's right in front of me the whole time. Of course it. I'll just put it right here. Looks like that's where it was before. Not really sure why this is turned like this. Let's let it go. So, yeah. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks, and that's the story of how my setup came to be. So yeah, I stand most of the time. Most of the day I'm here standing. Oh, no worries, no worries. I know. What time is your stream? Speaking of, I forgot to give you out it. If you are not already following, not good. He plays lots of interesting. Oxy. Oh, I'll bet Nixie was enjoying that. What the? Ah! Why are you guys fighting? What is a wild? What is a wild Megasloth doing in here? Who let it in? Yeah, I can tell that you guys were enjoying it. Not. By the way, you were instrumental in keeping this colony alive on a previous stream. Alright, so Wolfie, I'm gonna need you to rescue Aiko. Not, so you can go back to doing what you were doing. Haul that. There was a drop ship that Cellist Mike had to counter. That's how we lost Silver Zodiac. One shot killed him. So we are actually down to, of the original 7, we are actually down to 5. And we lost several other colonists along the way. We lost Jane and Sarah the first week to manhunting alpacas and a caravan member with a rocket launcher. So yeah, that was fun. Well, apparently we're taming rhinoceroses. Not sure why this is happening. Close the door, you're letting all the air out. Hauling stuff. Hey, we got our table. Sounds like Art is home. There's an elephant calf wearing a mount. Okay, because we're going to be riding an elephant calf around. That makes all kinds of sense. think this is a remnant of my accidentally undoing all of the ceiling lights, old sunlights that Telus mic installed. So copy here and there. Not really sure why we're letting these things grow, but okay. I'll put another one of these here. Spread some light around people. Dark. Really dark, actually. That looks like Daruk and Link are sharing these beds. Why? I don't know. Okay, beds up here. This needs to be. We'll put Link there, and we'll put Daruk here. And these will be guest beds. There. Like we had to recapture a couple of our own colonists here. It's interesting that I got a notification of something that should be telling me on here. Email notification before I could see it on something. That's odd. Jane, welcome in. You created an account, didn't you? Yeah, well, I'm not really sure what's happening here. It looks like... I mean, what did he do? I think it's an absolute mess. Like, for him, I think he just considers being... surviving and then... just passing it off is okay. Like, yay, it's a success, we survived. Like... Well, I mean, that's his call, but what is it on for me? Nope. I don't want it. I don't need that kind of stress. Ganon and Impa are fighting. And we have a Manhunter pack of rams. Like 12 of them. Oh, and we have Boomalopes. And it's green. So they can come through down here. Otherwise, they have a long way to go. A lot of dead animals out here. There's a lot of dead things everywhere. Yeah, like I said, some people they like to get there. They don't think that they're having fun unless everything is at risk, and I don't get that. It's that great happened at the tail end of his 4-hour period, so it would be good to time to rebuild everything, just like all the work. Yeah, I know. I noticed that we were missing lots of things. I don't know. Maybe in the future, the requirement should be if it happens, you got to clean it all up. Not just get the colony survived, but you have to put the colony back together. I mean, in this maybe not all the time, but in a situation like that where clearly his decision to turn up the difficulty level resulted in the colony losing a lot of stuff. Did he build this legendary sculpture? I mean, clearly Guthron built it, but was it on his play it got built? I'm curious about. Priority normal is low. There's so much crap in here. I did suggest he rebuild the cremator and the butcher table to clean up the bodies, like everyone didn't know. Yeah, well no, he was the Magnus was the last one to play. Like the save file that was uploaded was him. No one has played since he did. Whenever that was. So he must have done that. Or I got the wrong save, I don't know. But we got the... I rebuilt the manager desk. So we have that. And we have the butcher table. Yeah, we don't have a kitchen. Canning table. We have a canning table, that's it. Yeah, everything. Like I said, I hadn't looked at this. I hadn't even been paying attention because of the move and everything. So let's try to put Ryan's mess back together. Clearly that's where it was sitting. I mean, even the refrigerators are gone. I'm gonna just dismantle those. The whole point of those was to give us a nice place to store our meals that wasn't right there. We have a nice hospital now, that's cool. Like are you two still fighting in there? Yes, you are. No. And clearly we had to arrest them, so Colony's just doing great. What do I absolutely have to have? I do want to get a dual wall refrigerator built over here near there. By insects, and a lot of the hospital beds and freezers and stuff were blown up during the raid. Well, that's great. Oh. I'll say, like, why is the music stopped? And clearly they just weren't a priority to rebuild. Got it. We'll put that there, and we'll put another one for drink. And the beds, they'd moved them into the guest bed area, so we had two of our colonists living in the hotel. Golgoth is feeling stressed. These two punks are no longer social fighting. And you can't take care of them. Guthorn, can you take care of him? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. They decided to fight with each other. He went over a time ago deal just dealing with the raids, so he didn't have much time to put everything back in order. If you can't handle the consequences, you shouldn't put it on a savage. I'm not going to feel sorry for him. He brought that upon himself. Oh yes, the Ibex Rams. Not going well. Jump to location. What are we getting here? Oh, some packaged survival meals. I'll take those. And it looks like they're all... One more. Bleeding out in 3 hours. Guthron, let's haul some... Wolfie. Haul some Ibex Ram. Got lots of food. Butchering. Hauling steel to electric stove. We'll let you do that. This is one thing that they... Yeah. That was a while ago. I remember because I remember there being a bit of a discussion about his choice to do that. Want to try to rescue it? Everybody haul. Not. No, you're still sleeping. Daruk, you're resting. What's wrong with you? Catatonic breakdown. Boy. If you allow the skeleton in, it'll cremate them to get them off the map. Settings, bills, cremate corpse, details. Impossible to harvest. So yeah, I guess that would include that. Yeah, I saw Magnus, I think, hauling a skeleton, so I think it's set to do that. Hey, twerp. Thank you for hauling those packaged survival meals. I appreciate it. Our dog is enjoying laying in front of the door to the porch. It's a nice warm sunbeam there. Unloading inventory, resting. Nope. All the meat. Oh, there's no empty place. Fine. Too much stuff here. Because somebody ripped up the kitchen. There's a spot right there. Extreme break risk. Why are you up, Daruk? Nethron, you're taking care of that. Okay, so Chudley's hauling that one. Magnus is consuming a lavish meal. Good for him. I think it's all about it. No, I think he was just taking it. Here, all a dough. And there's a dough for you, and a dough for you. He's hauling that one. There. What's wrong with this one? Why do we keep saying we can't haul that one? Magnus is butchering. Good. Daruk is up. Something's wrong with that one. Not sure what. Something's wrong with it. Link. The Rams, for some reason the Ram, it won't let him. That one's reserved by Guthron. That one's reserved by Daruk. Okay, so maybe if I expand the zone this way a little. We'll let you do it then, Link. Yes. Who's doing what right now? Vati? Nope. Please haul the ramp. Okay. And then Magnus, can you please haul this one? There. Because they're too heavy. Good. No, it's not that they're. That's just picking it up, like to put it in your inventory. They will never be able to put the animals in their inventory. Hauling them is separate. They couldn't haul them because there wasn't enough space in the cooler because somebody broke our kitchen and didn't replace it, so we're running out of space. For some reason they're not using this one, and I don't know why. Yeah. Like there's 2 of these here, but for some reason it's not. For some reason it's not allowing all of them on there, so I'm not sure why. Now, yeah, see, and it's taking them off of that, and I don't know why. So, your guess is as good as mine. This, for some reason, this one seems to not be working. And now it says. So this feels like something may be glitched in it. I'm not sure. Okay, why is this animal in here? Animal should not be inside. Manage some areas here. So somebody set this so they could get in here. I'm wondering why. I thought we had a space over here. So why are they being allowed here? What in this kitchen am I missing? What in this thing am I missing that they're allowed to come in and eat? They shouldn't be allowed to come in for anything. Unless somebody was just being lazy and didn't want to make kibble or hay farm. No, because you can see the grazers are allowed in here. And I don't know why. Because they shouldn't be coming in here. Besides the obvious fact that they make everything dirty. And wild animals shouldn't be coming inside anyway. They don't do that. They can't, wild animals can't open the doors, and they usually won't try to follow someone else. Didn't have any, or somebody just didn't go through the process. Somebody put grass down here. Did they mean to put hay grass? I don't see grass. What is it? Grass. Fix. 2.5 days. Guessing you can use that for. I don't want to see all of them, just this one. Hay grass. 7 days. So it grows faster, but I'm not sure if it can be used. Well, the only things that should have to eat kibble are the meat eaters. And and just to be completely honest, if we don't have enough of food to feed the animals, then the animals need to go. The only ones I care about are Goober and Ico. The rest of them are extras that people were getting. The pigs are okay too. Hey, we have a new recruit, and he immediately went berserk. No, Impa's the new recruit. What's wrong with Cannon? Okay. So Impa's gonna need a bed. But this is gonna be your bed. First thing I'm gonna tell you to do, Impa, as punishment for all the problems that you made, clean this room. Okay, where's the classroom? Somebody set up a classroom. Who set up a classroom? I don't see a classroom. Oh, there it is. So but what are they teaching? Yeah, thanks. I'm just trying to figure out what they're teaching. Because you notice it doesn't have... Let's see what happens when I change it to yellow for now. Just for now. Just to see what happens. Because clearly someone's trying to teach. Yeah. Well, the ballot's there, so I can't really... Well, somebody disabled the election. Magnus. He must have just disabled it because he didn't want to mess with it, and it doesn't really require anything of him. So he actually had to put thought and activity into doing something that didn't, to turn it off when he could have just left it. Okay, why are all these doors open? Good. Let them have their social time. Maybe that's a setting in the mod. Let's look and see. Colony leadership. I don't see options for that one, so I think it's just a factor of the thing. Maybe that can be disabled in a different part. What is this? Is there a door open right here? This, I think they broke the roof. This feels like shallow water. Where the heck is the water coming from? I'm really confused. It looks like some kind of lake or something has sprung up right here. That's odd. Maybe it was always there, and then when the things attacked, they had a hard time with it. Perfumed sandstone floors. Little spots down here. Everybody's attending the election. Yeah, that's possible, and it appeared. New leader. I Kill Omega was elected scientist. Wolfie as botanist. Yay! We have classes now. So we'll do blue, red, blue, red. Red will be I Kill Omega, blue will be Wolfie. Okay. Knots is there for Knots is he's like, I want a class, give me a class. That light seems like it's back. That one isn't gonna light up, so I might as well just cancel that. Yeah, the attack probably destroyed it. That's my guess. I know somebody was getting sick of the mixed floor walls. Like they were tired of the tiles being the way they were. In this room. Get in there, Impa. You're causing us problems by being a pain. Hey, we have our stove back. Yay. Cook couple meals in bulk. Do until we have... Oh well. Considering that it's all messed up now, doesn't really much matter what he likes. Packaged survivals meals. Okay, clearly we're not going to do it that way. How about if we do it? Same thing. Well, it probably is. Add a bill, cook packaged survival meals. Do until you have... We have plenty. We don't need this right now. It's clearly getting ready for us to leave. We have a visitor. Wonder where she came from. And we have all the leaders taken care of. Dudley. We need a better name. I know we'll call you. There. Vati, I think, is a name for himself. It's just sitting. What is it? What is it? What is that one from? I don't remember that name from the franchise. I can put it back. I just don't remember the name. I don't remember him from the franchise. That name did not ring a bell. Like Vati does ring a bell. Obviously Nautilus is a viewer. He's a merchant. Okay. Well then we should go a step farther. Merchant counselor. There. Now there's a little bit more preference. What is it? Mending kit? A bunch of stuff just sitting up here. And I'm not really sure why. Bandage kit. Are you just bored making things? Because that's what it feels like. Are we researching currently? Keep drilling? Doesn't look like anyone's doing it presently. All about this cooking. Good. Fine goods and fancy. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. Oh, we have someone that can purchase. See, what do we have? We don't need pemmican. The insect jelly we can use to make... I think we can use that to make kibble. We don't need herbal medicine. Getting rid of the drugs. We don't need it. Bye bye, crap, what is this? Getting rid of that crap. Don't need that. I'll leave the beer. They can have the beer. Selling the Iqua. Selling the 2 short bows. Selling that short bow. That recurve bow. That auto pistol. That machine pistol. Keep the bolt action rifle. We'll keep those for now. For now. Boxer pants. Yeah, we'll sell them. They're important. And no one will want to wear them anyway. They'll all be mad. All the hats. Don't care about the hats. I'm making this money. The helmet. another email about you following. But I got 2 emails, one of them way before I got one of them. At 51%, we'll just sell it. This at 49%, they'll want to get rid of it anyway. Nope, don't care. Don't care. Lose the hats, lose the hat. Don't need it. Cat of Prey armor. Keep that helmet. And the War Veil. That helmet. We'll always keep the foil helmets. Oh, I should sell his sculpture just to really get... Yes, I know. I'm going through and just clicking all the things I'd want to sell. I'm not actually going to sell them. I would want to sell this. If I was going to sell one thing, I'd... Oh. He's a poor person. We can't do anything with him. There's actually a mod you can add that gets rid of all of the impoverished traders that show up. You're done with them. Yay, see? Without the hospitality mod, this wouldn't be happening. Marble top. He wants to marble top. Inspired creativity. Link. I should have him make something. Oh, that's right. Everything's broken. Alright, pause for a second and put some of these things. What do we miss? That's not a bad idea. Give them as gifts. I like that idea. I'll do that in a second. We don't have a stonecutter's table. Clearly, whatever setup this was here before, Chalice might get something to do with it because of the way the chairs are sitting. You can always tell when Chalice Mike's been planning out the tables because they just kind of... They're all arranged like Tetris. This is the one we need. Cancel that. What? Wooden unlock. Put that there. All this space. All this space. That's what this one is. Actually, let's cancel that for a second. There. And we'll reinstall this. But he loves playing his Tetris. Yes. Like I said, it's the whole, hey, we survived, it's a success, pass it on. Which was kind of the reason, the point of doing the whole, no, you can't just do things and pass it off to somebody else. You have to actually clean up your mess. Oh, you are you? Everybody say hello, Chalice Mike. He thinks my sound settings have you muted. Yes, we are. Because, again, he didn't think about that. Sound. Where'd you go? Sound. Let's see. Nope, I know what the problem is. Just a second. Don't keep talking. No one's gonna hear you because you're not going to the right sound card. Right now. Now I think your volume's down. Alright, just that. See, my work sound settings are different from my stream sound setting. Frustrating, but... Alright. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I can hear you.
Better?
Yeah, let me turn it. Oh. Let me turn you back up. Okay. It should be better now.
Good.
So, hello. How's your How's your packing going?
It's going. Got a nice stack of boxes set up already. And
Good.
we'll be filling some more today.
I'm just in here bemoaning the state of the colony that Magnus left it in.
Yeah, somebody who hasn't played since
Early
beta, late alpha. Yeah, I think it was like the first beta.
Yeah.
It was publicly available. Decided he wanted to play on
Savage
because he's so experienced with the game.
Hey now. He wanted to try it. He got to try it.
And very quickly changed it back.
Yeah. Cassie is no, you don't mess with Cassie.
Don't get me wrong, Savage is a great setting.
Yeah, if you want, non-stop
looking to challenge yourself.
It's not even really a challenge. It's I'm just going to ruin you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she does. When you put it on Savage, it's just like, oh, you clearly don't care. We're going to make your life miserable. There's this random sunlight here that I'm just not entirely sure where it is. I'll throw on deconstruct it. There. It was just sitting there floating around. I'm not really sure why.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I put everybody back into the bedrooms. Although I think we might still be. Oh, Ganon's not out yet. So, oh, this room had a bed and it must have gotten destroyed.
Yeah, he told me he put tile down, and I was like, do you remember forever ago when we were looking at the beauty assessment or the beauty difference between tile and smooth stone?
Yeah, I know that. I've seen that. I talked about it on here. Not today, but previously. I'm still not 100% sure that I buy their math the way it's in there. I get that it's there, and when you look at it, it didn't make any sense to do anything other than smooth floor.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when I look at that, something seems off with the math.
Oh yeah, like the beauty rating changes disproportionately to what the 2 beauty should reflect on smooth stone.
Yeah, it isn't. There's something I'm missing in the math, and I honestly haven't had time to sit down and finish the math.
I will say smooth stone produces a better cleanliness rating,
which I still don't get. I'm not really sure how smooth stone is cleaner than tile. When tile can be specifically prepared in a way to be, resistant.
Well, sure, but think of it this way. Tile is just small segments of smooth stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
With gaps and grout between. It's those gaps in the grout. Theoretically, hypothetically in my head, I guess theoretically, it would be the gaps in the grout that change the cleanliness.
Well, I guess I should restore your traps.
Yeah, you said everything was demolished.
Well, no, some of your traps got. They just took out a bunch of ibex rams and does because I got a fan hunting pack. Like the second after I turned it from medium down to builder, because I was just trying to. It's like I don't need the extra stress right now while I'm trying to figure out what happened, what Magnus did.
Move down to builder while you're trying to recuperate.
Yeah, because we had nothing in here. Like everything was gone. The tables our tables were gone. The refrigerators were gone. All of the workbenches were gone. We weren't making meals anymore because we lost our stove. And
he said it took over an in-game day to kill the insects.
Yeah, I'm still cleaning. Like they're still up here cleaning up that mess from them. So clearly, we're gonna need to put some lights up here and clean this up so that they can't. So that they're not that they can't. That they can be less encouraged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. rather have just a
Well-
little bit of space above my head than have my head going off the top. I'm going to, the next thing I'm going to do is put the green screen over here. Right here on this wall.
Oh, I thought something looked different, but I couldn't figure out what.
Yeah, there's just the green screen.
lack of green screen.
Yeah, the green screen's not there. It's going to be interesting. I have to figure out how I'm going to do it because I can't. So the desk. This is the edge of the desk right here where my hand is. Everything that you see that's visible on that side of my hand can't be put in green screen. So I may have to zoom it a little. I think it's actually sitting. It's the same distance.
Yeah. Or
I may have to zoom it just a
itself is
little.
best.
And obviously the green screen's not going to stay up there. But so Jane, of the insect raids we've had, I haven't seen one spawn in the trap. I think Chalice Mike had one spawn in the trap. Because look at the mess that's in there. There is some.
Yeah, so
and then there's this stuff up here.
and it works better if you don't have just the one trap. It works better, which is why I have 2 rooms split out there.
Yeah.
It works better if you have 2 or 3 options for them. And as long as, like that space to the north and the space to the east of the best bedrooms are also acting in the same function as those rooms.
Yeah, this stuff.
Trap rooms.
Yeah, so we need to clean these up.
Plus, we still have the lights on in the trap rooms, which discourage them.
Oh, we should turn them off. Bye bye power.
Yeah, so it's a lot of it is just a matter of.
When you're done cleaning, everybody turn the lights off.
Oh, I just destructed them, but that works too. I said I just destructed them, but that works too. Deconstruct them.
I might as well just leave them there. You just turn the light off.
Yeah.
4 of you were going in there? Really? It takes 4 people to turn 5 lights off.
But yeah, so the trap rooms, while the space is there, and that bottom one looks complete, they're not really functioning yet.
Yeah. Not completely yet.
And a lot of that is, well, the top one's just not done at all. And the bottom one, between the lights and the presence of other options, other reasonable options for the insects, that would be why they're not using
like this spot up here. Heck, even this they could spawn in.
Or, like you were saying over there.
Yeah. Gotta clear this stuff out.
Well, I don't think that they would spawn in that bottom southeast one that you were just at.
No, but they could.
They could, yeah.
They could. Then it's just there's option.
But yeah, the ones up by the bedroom are absolutely
Prime real estate. We need to clean them up and light them up. Lights I can do. Matter of, do we want to take the time to put lights in places? We could definitely put one.
because they like dirty and dark.
We can't do anything out here. Sort of putting the wall, putting the wall right here.
Wall that closed.
Yeah. Well,
Which is why I cut the rooms that are up near the edge there. It's why I cut them one space in so we could have smooth walls.
Yeah, I was thinking also that if we move the wall one space in, then like one farther space in, so it's instead of this being open right here, this is closed, and then I can put some lights right here facing this way to keep this place lit.
That's a good idea. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and change that.
Yeah, so we can clean it. We just can't smooth it or anything.
Yeah. Smooth. Fine. Yeah, but Magnus, what are you doing?
Yeah, I felt bad leaving the traps only partially worked on, but I think at that point I was already over my time, so.
Well, considering how many of them you've played, yes.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and move her over here. Let's give her an end table so that
You
I
see
can.
that door
Uh-huh.
in the place where in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But
I'm gonna deconstruct it and just put it. If I figure if we need to get in there, we'll deconstruct it to get in there.
yeah, it's like it's both. I see both good and bad options when it comes to um, what is it? Enemies when you get a raid and they decide to flee, they go towards the closest side, which would be that space right there.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be smashing through your base, which isn't necessarily a problem. The only things that they're going to attack in that time frame are doors that are in the way and people that they walk next to. So that's not necessarily a problem, but I personally, it's just a personal, I don't know, I guess irritation to have
Yeah.
going through my base.
Not assigned to mining. Of course, you're not assigned.
Oh, clean the area up before wall ended off. That makes sense.
Wait, you can uninstall these?
Once you can't as long as there are hives present, but once the hives deconstruct themselves, then you can.
Makes sense.
I used to just pick them up instead of deconstructing, but I have yet to find anybody that'll buy them.
Oh, then I'll just deconstruct them. No point in keeping them. Golgoth, what do you do? You're cooking? I guess I can let you do that. Haul the jelly.
I would be curious to know if
my
gut says that the lights they produce, the light that those glow pods produce, does not discourage insects.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be curious to know if that's accurate or if it encourages insects. Because if it encourages insects, they'd be fantastic to put in the trap rooms.
But
I don't know.
Yes. So let's give him some things.
Be right back.
So he's give him all the primitive weapons. And the poor clothing.
Okay. Hi, Jen. And hello, everybody else that's watching. We haven't really done a Tuesday, Thursday PTSD stream, so we need to.
Yeah, it's been a while. So.
But that's what happens when you have to move, and you and I are moving with what is it, like 2 weeks between our moves?
Something like that.
Though I have significantly less to move, so it doesn't hit my schedule as
So
bad.
Jane had an interesting idea.
What's that? Oh, pick them up and throw them in the trap room. Yes. I'm not sure they don't discourage. I guess it's so light in general discourages them from coming there, and my gut tells me that they wouldn't do that, being insect lights, but I don't know that for sure. But yeah,
Well, I guess we'll find out. Gives us something to do with them, right?
See if I can find anything about
I
it.
mean, it's their own light.
Yeah, glow pods in trap rooms.
Not like I lack glow pods. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna do. Come here, you. There. For science. Yes.
This is 2 years ago, so it may not be applicable. Somebody was saying that the glow pods can tell you when the next infestation can occur. But I think that this is gone because
that would seem like something you would want to. That's. Well, I don't know. Maybe you'd have to be paying attention to them.
yeah. Well, and I think that it's not the case because in the glow pods don't have an expiration, right? Like if you click on one.
11 days.
Oh.
So they may not be there for very long.
So that's what you're eligible for another infestation in 11 days.
Oh, well, there you go. When they all disappear.
Once all of the expirations are up.
So let's build this.
Which that would fix it altogether because as long as the glow pod is still alive, you're not eligible for another infestation.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have the glow pods in the trap room, they won't have any. They'll be gone before they could have a positive or negative effect on the infestation chance. So kind of moot point there for science, exactly. But it sounds like that test would be a null test because they would all be gone before
Argopod.
infestation.
Cactus. Oh, what I meant. Daruk. We'll haul that, then you can go sleep.
How do I do a pop-out chat?
Vati.
I'm trying to remember.
Do you not have a bed? Oh yeah, you don't. Because we moved your bed. Go sleep.
There we go. I can have you full screen and still have it.
Well, that's why we're moving them. So they won't do that. So this one will be for meals, storage, for clear all. We'll put simple meals in here. Clear all, and we'll put lavish meals in here. And then I need another one for drink. Yeah, I guess we'll find out about the whole if it caused them to spawn there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and dark.
Yeah, I guess the infestation that you got was on par with a late game Cassie normal infestation. So he said that there was, I think he said there was 50 something hives and over 100 insects.
Yeah, no, that's called savage.
Yeah. I mean, that happens in Cassie normal, just not till a little later.
1 hair or 2 hairs.
Ha ha ha.
Got a gun in. That's because they're close to you.
I've
Melee
just killed
attack
enough
hair to
colonists for now that I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to lose anymore. I've done my fair share of trying to get us to drop.
Where's your sense of adventure? Oh, no. Another hare is bit in the dust in a trap.
I do like when Thrombos decide to walk over your traps and die.
You'll never do them. Okay, so why don't you fix the steel spike trap since you won't haul? I kill Omega. Nautilus not. Could you please haul the dead hair? Wolfie's going to rest because take care of yourself, Wolfie.
I have a feeling that next time he plays, he'll either stick to normal or try brutal.
Hmm.
So I have a feeling next time he plays, he'll either stick to normal or he'll try brutal.
He'll try brutal. That's how he plays. He needs that high risk in order to feel like he's enjoying himself. If the colony is not on the brink of disaster, it's not a fun experience. Me, I'm like, you know what? I would just like to have a functional colony. And and you know, Jane, I laugh at what you say there because he wouldn't describe himself as someone who is experienced. So orders. That. Mine that. So let's go ahead. Mark these all to mine so we can this over.
So, did you already announce that you are?
I'm not on stream.
Oh,
I did it
you're
in
not on
Discord.
stream?
I did it in Discord. He's not happy unless he's challenged. Yeah, well, you should remember that there are 6 other people playing that would like to succeed, not die.
Well, if he drops the potato, he drops the potato.
So yes, as Host Mike just said, I was informed last night that the Extra Life Stream team has approved my application to join them. And what that means is that the Extra Life channel, which
is streaming all year long.
Yeah. That channel right there, which is pretty much, they have people streaming on it most days, all day. I will now be streaming to that channel also. It'll be a different arrangement. The stream will be pretty much clean of all extra little things that are around. It will have the official Extra Life stuff on there, and I will be streaming to their channel, not to my channel, to their channel, and that will be Friday afternoon from 2 to 4 Central. And so because of that, I've decided to another stream Monday, Thursday to the same time slot.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if I will keep that time slot. I have to do it for 2 months.
So I did notice in the past watching that channel, I think they still have ads running.
Yes.
But it's all the revenues from those ads, the Extra Life.
Yeah, they're an actual, it's an actual channel you can subscribe to and everything. It goes to charity event. Now the Extra Life, like the actual 503 charity, is paid for almost entirely by sponsors.
Yeah.
So when we say it goes to the charity event, the money that you are donating through tips, subscribing through, or just donating through the Extra Life thing, all of that goes to the streamers.
Yeah, and none of the there is no overhead taken from traditional donations. It's all sponsor type.
And speaking of, I hadn't shared mine.
Overhead.
I hadn't bought it. There's the link to my Extra Life thing, and we are almost to 50%. Hey, Aiko's feeling better. Finally, somebody took care of the warg.
Yeah, he said one of the elephants died.
Oh, there were dead elephants everywhere.
We only had 2 though.
Yeah, well, yes, but
our elephants.
Yeah, but there were elephants over here too. They were dead, just dying and left there. So when I logged in and because I didn't actually even look at the game until I was already on stream. Yeah. I opened it up and what is this? What happened? Who did this and left us like this? And my first thought.
Had to ask that?
Yeah, I said that, and then my very next thought was, Magnus. I didn't even have to remember that you said that it was Magnus. Who was the last one playing? Because I'd asked you if the save was up to date, and you told me, yeah, he was the last one playing, and it should be, and he uploaded, and it should be. Yep. Yep. Just yep. So clearly, something's going on with.
Are those fire foam shells in the left-hand crates?
They are fire foam shells, yes.
Okay.
So we have fire foam shells, high explosive shells, and incendiary shells in one, and the other one's just fire foam.
I thought I had gotten us 1 or 2 anti-grain. Maybe
Both.
no. I think I left it with a quest that
Did he have toxic fallout?
I had toxic fallout.
You had.
Man, I don't know. I'm so trying to figure out. I haven't played this one in a couple weeks, so it's tried.
Yeah, the last time I played was that Monday, right before I went on my stream break. So
yeah.
it's been a hot minute.
I have had toxic fallout in this one once.
Yeah, so that must have been it.
I think so. The reason I say that is you can see all of the. Oh no! It was just a volcanic winter. Okay, it wasn't toxic fallout.
So what are lentils classified as? Because they keep storing them like they're meat. It is meat. That makes more sense to me.
That's the only reason I planned them.
Well, it makes sense now. I kept looking at it thinking, why on earth?
Why? Yeah, no, they are. The game categorizes them 100% as meat. Like even wargs will eat them, which is actually really nice on trips because if you have to take a warg on a caravan, you essentially have to take either a corpse or meat for them to eat. But regular meat expires so quickly that wargs have nothing to eat on long trips, whereas red lentils have a degradation rate as though the vegetables, well, counting as meat. So red lentils are great for taking carnivores on trips.
Yeah, that is nice. I hadn't actually posted that one yet today, so that's the information about where the donations went last. See, that's another one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to the hospital to let them know that on Fridays I'll be streaming to the main channel, and any information that they can share to me about what's going on there with the extra life funds and everything, I can talk about it.
Yeah. I don't think I realized that your third monitor was vertical now.
My third monitor was what?
Vertical.
Oh yeah, I switched them, except when I was in the other apartment, the way the arm was arranged to go over top of the PC, the monitor on the right, which I've actually traded them. It was sitting higher, so basically the tops on the left monitor and the middle monitor TV were the same, but on the right, the bottom of the right monitor and the TV, they weren't lined up exactly. Now they're straight across the top. That was what I wanted over here.
Mm-hmm.
A little wonky getting back to the CPU to do things, but the flip side isn't. I can just push on my switch over here, push that monitor out of the way.
Nice.
Right back. And this one to the TV, I just have to push this side and side. The left, pull the right, and like parting the seas.
Hey, Grasshopper left you a pile of garbage.
Yay.
Biofuel.
Yeah. Well, at least he was happy.
Yeah.
Whoa. Everybody's attending the class, including a rhino.
What in the heck is a rhino doing inside?
I don't know. It's a herd animal. Yeah, that's what I questioned this already. I went in here to look at the zones.
It's unrestricted.
It's unrestricted. They must have just I must have just recruited it. There it is. Grazer, get out of it. Yeah, for some reason the grazers were being allowed inside, and I'm not sure why. So clearly the class is popular.
Yeah. I mean, are rhinos considered intelligent? I don't think.
I Kill Omega is talking about research.
Oh, great. What kind of class is he teaching?
Research.
Oh, that's okay. I get it.
Oh, Scorpion showed up. But, like, everybody's attending.
Oh my gosh, visitors are there.
I know. Every single person is here. Supposed to be temporary because we ran out of kibble. Yeah, the animals were starving. Oh, class is over. Nice. And there's no messages there. Where I Kill Omega go talk to Juan? Yeah.
I missed that, Jane, that they visit class.
Yeah. I didn't think they, I mean, it's because of the hospitality mod, they can get in there and do things like that. They can take part. They could actually take part in helping the colony. If you zone them correctly.
Usually when people talk about visitors or classes or those other things that I don't use, I just kind of zone out. Sell this. 215 silver. Anything else I can sell to you? Where'd that? There they are. You don't want to sell your drugs?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. So let me get this stuff off there. I'd rather get rid of the drugs. I can sell the ambrosia. That's one hot potato. Hi, Jax. How are you? No, see, you say that, but I'm not the one that keeps putting the hot potato in the hot boiling water. That would be Chalice Mike and Magnet.
Hey, I do a very good job of cleaning up after myself.
Not cleaning up after but yes. Okay, fine. You do an excellent job of cleaning up after yourself. And the reason you have to be good at cleaning up after yourself is because you put the colony in a position to need cleaning up.
I've also done a good job with our defenses.
Yes, no, they're great. They're perfect. I didn't even have to think about anything for that. Those ibexes, I forgot they were there. I just happened to hear an animal dying. I'm like, who's dying? And I just saw the ibexes running through your traps. Like, there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all dead. There was 12 of them, I think. Not one of them made it in.
Did the inside turrets ever get rebuilt? I think that.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody would have done that because. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, they did not.
That's the problem with that outside perimeter is you still have to have stuff inside.
Zone. Yep, home. Okay, that's all good. Yep. Cool. There. Not really sure why this is in the home zone, but I'm tired. Missed 2 of my meds for the past 3 days. Had my first work day Monday from 12 to 5. Well, Friday and. That's cool. Where is it you work again? I remember you saying something.
12 to 5.
I'm reading Jacksonator's comment.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't even bother putting in my title that I was back.
Missing meds, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jacksonator, missing meds, dude. That is.
It's rough.
Hopefully they're not the ones that have like withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah, you're. Somebody
I mean,
left
it's
us.
not good at all, but hopefully it's not.
Oh.
Gosh, I can start going off the deep end.
Magnus. I like that. I find it funny that Magnus is our social butterfly.
Right. I mean, like at work, for example, he'll go talk to pretty much anybody, so it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it doesn't at all. That's a nice job.
I work at a vape shop doing everything from inventory to making custom vape juices. Nice. You said you were excited, so clearly you enjoy it.
Yeah. I dislike the times that I've done it. I dislike working retail if it's like a big box store, but small store retail I think would be enjoyable. You know, where you're not having to deal with a bajillion customers all at once. When you don't have...
Yeah, now imagine doing it now.
Head to floor inventory.
Did you finish the other thing that I set you on? See you later. Okay, so yeah. You haven't been missing any of your meds, have you?
Me?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
you.
need to put in a refill request in about a week. I also need to remember, oh my gosh, this was such a pain in the butt. I need to remember that when I change my address, you can't just go online and change your address for the VA. And even if you call them and change your address, they're just going to do a temporary change, which lasts for a year before it reverts back to your old address. So I need to remember to be like, hey, listen, this is a permanent change of address.
Yeah, we all saw how that happened. Worked for you last time. How long did you go without your meds?
Just under a week.
Yeah, you paced it. Oh, there's a kitty rubbing me. Kitty. Hi, kitty. Oh, there's two kitties. Oh, where'd you guys come from?
I will say though, so it's not that I don't have negative experiences with VA healthcare, but
Sorry,
I will say that my overall experiences have been significantly more positive than most of anybody else that I talked to.
Yeah.
I think you can attest to this. The cat's just Peggy.
Yeah,
Peggy's getting big, man.
That's Peggy. She's full grown.
What is she doing? She's just like
standing there,
balancing on your shoulder.
Yeah, she'll sit there. She's looking down right now because normally she won't just jump like that.
Yeah, I imagine she.
Now she's curling. Now she's curling up on the floor.
Oh, I want a cat, but I don't want to have to. I don't like the idea. So I'm single. It's inexpensive to travel.
I'm gonna move the camera while you talk.
Like I think the reason I don't get a cat, part one is I'm fairly sure I have a mild allergy to.
That's what's happening on my floor right now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening on my floor right now.
Oh, they're not cuddling together, which would be cuter, but that's still cute.
Oh no, if he gets any close. Yep, see, there's he. And the moment's over.
Oh. Stretch, 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 stretch. Oh my gosh.
See, he moved just a little bit, and all he was doing was looking to see what Art was doing with the door. But as soon as he moved, she was gone. Like, oh, I'm done.
Put in 2 refill requests between 3. It's been 3 days.
Eating frenzy, Ganon.
Yeah, depending on, I try to give it like 2 weeks buffer time. My pills come in 90-day supplies, and I try to give it like 2 weeks buffer.
Why is the game giving a buff to a prisoner?
It's in the scripting of how what's that mod that you have on there? Social hospitality. They also work. They also do work for you. They will haul for you. They'll cook for you. They'll research for you. They'll build things for you. It pseudo turns them into colonists.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just...
And why is he sleeping in the cell? In the prisoner bed?
Because him and Impa both were in there.
Yeah. I think, again, it's a pseudo colonist scripting.
Yeah.
So I think they're ignoring... that it's a jail bed and just treating it as an unassigned bed.
No, he's actually a prisoner. He's in restraints.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Impa both were, when I came back, him and Impa were both in here, in prison, in restraints, and they actually got into a social fight with each other and had to be tended.
Strange.
I think
Well, inexperience.
They went crazy. because of all the stuff that was happening. That's that thing I was talking about, the issue with Twitch Toolkit with the viewers not understanding that all these things that you think are helping end up just adding stress, and eventually they will break, and that can break the colony. So
what's funny is even let's say a gift package, a cargo pod, if it occurs on the opposite side of the map from your base, which Twitch Toolkit I think is usually good about dropping it near the base, but if you get like a cargo pod and it occurs on the other side of the map, you might have somebody who's on the brink of a break already, who's already super stressed, and needs to eat soon but not quite yet, or needs to sleep soon but not quite yet. And then they decide that, okay, I'm going to go haul this crap. That wonderful, amazing cargo pod may have just caused a break, because your dude that goes to the other side of the map to get it now skips his meal, skips his sleep.
Yeah, speaking of, we had a cargo pod land all the way over here, near the dead elephants.
Yeah, so Twitch Toolkit's usually pretty good about dropping them near the base, but as an example of how something positive can be disastrous.
Yeah. But again, the only thing you can count on the chat for is
entertainment.
Whatever entertains them. Without fail. Every single time.
Which, if that's what you're looking for, like if that's what you go into it expecting, it could be enjoyable. You know, if you can laugh along with the disaster. But yeah, I have yet to see a Twitch Toolkit game, either the one couple that I did, I guess, or yours, or
any of the
other streamers. Yeah, it's Twitch Toolkit.
It's a mess. It's a chaotic. It's a chaotic mess. Like, no joke, it's a mess. So there's a reason why I haven't done one in a while, because I haven't wanted to deal with it. Now the mod, the dev, Hodel, which I think that actually Jacksonator, that's how we met, was the Twitch Toolkit or the multiplayer mod. I can't remember.
If it was talking about Hodel stuff, that's
I don't remember. But the dev of Twitch Toolkit, he's been doing his best to make it a little less of a, absolute chaotic cluster mess that no one wants to deal with. So.
And then again, like you've also pointed out, some of that is just default settings.
Yeah, you have to set those settings so, because you really can only count on the streamers, the viewers want to be entertained. That's it. They're not going to do anything else.
Oh, I wanted to remind you, man, I'm glad I remembered. Magnus said when he left that they were out of components altogether. Like, there are no components.
Yes. Yes, because everything got destroyed and we have to make them all again. Or get them.
I know that last time I played, there was a lot of components still unmined around the map.
Yeah.
I tend to not mine stuff until
we have 11 advanced components and 25 components.
Okay.
So some of them must be made. And I know that I put into the manager thing.
Mine components once you get to less than something.
Yeah, compact machinery, target count 25.
Oh, compacted steel is there.
Yeah, that's just it's just to keep it.
So here's a quick question. In order for them to accomplish this stuff in Mod Manager, or not Mod Manager, but
Colony Manager,
does stuff have to be marked, or will they just go do?
They'll just go do it.
Okay. I guess that would be. Well, I don't know.
Okay. So, man, there. So now we've got that on there too. So they'll go get compacted machinery that's on the map.
Okay.
Right ahead. Got the noise gates. So, okay.
What is Goober doing?
hauling something, I think. Yeah, he's hauling animals.
Oh, it's allowing rotten.
Yeah, because this thing right here they weren't using it at all. Like I was having animals piled up in here. They weren't using this one until I enabled that. But this thing, they're supposed to be.
I'm saying that the freezer is allowing rotten.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is this one hook right here, even though the settings matched this one exactly, they were refusing to use it. So I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I clicked allow all and then unclicked rotten, and they wouldn't use it, even though the ibex meat was fresh. The corpses were fresh. They just wouldn't use it. So I did that, and then I just forgot to go back and change it to remove rotten. I'm not sure why they're coming in here, in this area right here.
Well, I'm not sure why he even built an incinerator when the Meditrain table is still there. Or is that... No, that's the Meditrain table.
No, the incinerator... Yeah, the incinerator... Or the crematorium was to just burn the corpses. Not the
animal corpses.
The skeletons, yeah.
Because you can still Meditrain on human skeletons.
There. And this one was just... They built it and they didn't do it. He set the cremate corpse thing and then didn't actually do anything else with it. So it's set now so that the skeletons can be cremated.
Okay.
See what happens when... No. Cannot prioritize, won't do hauling. I need someone who can do hauling. Oh, Pig is feeding himself. I thought he was feeding a prisoner for a second. Like, wait a minute, no, he's in the hotel. Where is everybody? Somebody's...
And it has been so long since I've used a cremate. Or crematorium.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. And dark. It should.
Yeah. I used to until we found that Meditrain.
There was so many bodies after there, we had to get rid of them however we could, and then I set it up so that skeletons and rotten bodies could be cremated. Well, I think I have the settings to do that. Except for the human bodies. Well, but yeah, see, yeah, there they go. Now they're cremating it.
Yeah, I think the autopsy table is the one that got destroyed. I can't tell.
Meditrain table.
Meditrain.
Yeah, the Meditrain table. Yeah, the autopsy table is not here. There we go.
And by default, I leave the Meditrain table on. What is it?
Train
Leave
medicine.
it on 0. Actually, you don't have to leave it on 0. You can save forever. You just have to make sure to uncheck allow corpses that can be harvested.
Details. Impossible to harvest corpses with bionics.
So what I do, and of course anybody can choose. I can totally understand doing this differently, but I do not allow corpses with bionics. What happens is if somebody has bionics, it's just going to stay in your freezer until you have one of the higher corpse harvesting techs research, because you can't pull bionics with the basic butchering.
Yeah, the way it's set right now, it's the only thing not allowed is possible to harvest in human corpses with bionics. Everything else is allowed.
What I'm saying is, you personally may want to let them chop up with bionics, because otherwise you're just going to have corpses sitting in your freezer until that tech's researched.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
So, and in this one, I need to make sure. So, animals that are possible to harvest from are not allowed to be cremated. And human corpses that are impossible to harvest from. No, I shouldn't, because you can use them for the train. Yeah, no corpses, human-like corpses. The only things that can be cremated are animal corpses. That's a nice effect. I can hear the X-Files in the background. So this is a nice effect. Art is rewatching the series. Oh no, this is your first time, isn't it? No, she's watched all of them in a row. She's seen the series. This is the first time, you know. Okay.
I think so based on the stuff that's available now versus the X-Files, after watching some of the things that I've watched now, I may have a hard time going back to watch the X-Files, for example. However,
it's still enjoyable.
it is definitely, yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, I find it's still enjoyable. Now, if you're asking me if I'm going to pick it over some other things, no. But like when I'm doing things, like yesterday, I was sorting through our tools and our miscellaneous, hardware and things, sorting it out so we could store everything properly. And we were sitting there watching Chuck, and then eventually I switched to New Girl when it was time to stop doing that, so we could get some things done. But I mean, X-Files, when I was actually doing the sorting, I would have been perfectly fine to do. The thing I find about X-Files is it's one of those shows that I really don't care if I miss some. I could,
for the most part, episodic. I mean, there are those large-scale story arcs that exist, but
yeah, exactly.
It's like they're secondary stories.
Yeah.
I've been doing something similar as I've been packing. I noticed on Netflix that there's now a single season of a Charmed reboot on Netflix now.
Yeah, we were talking about it with Jane. Remember the whole cat thing?
Oh, I don't remember. So I never really watched Charmed growing up.
Yeah.
I wasn't really
casually
watching into things like Buffy and Charmed and Angel and whatnot. And now I like that stuff, but at the time I had no interest. So I've been going through the original Charmed as pack.
Okay, so hold on, don't go anywhere. We're gonna put a light right there. There.
Why does Magnus have... It looks like... No, that must be... Is that steel tile? What is that?
Where?
Magnus's room.
Magnus's room? Silver tile.
He gave himself silver... Okay.
Hold on. No,
he has no dresser. He has no...
I can fix this.
He has no dresser. He has no end table. He has no sculptures. He has no...
We're going to put Impa in there.
All the things that could improve the impressiveness and beauty of his room, he has none.
And we're going to put Magnus.
He has silver tile.
We're going to put Magnus in the room in the room that has nothing in it. We can play this game. If he wants to risk the colony every time he plays, then every time I come in, I'm going to make sure he's in the worst bedroom.
You could put something down with the sleeping spot.
That's true. It's just changing beds is one thing. I'm not gonna put him in a. He's at least in a bed.
Puts the colony at risk for him to lose his mind.
Yeah. So, but at least when it comes to the rooms, like if you're gonna install all the go to the trouble of putting in all the silver tiles and everything.
I'm trying to remember whether I deconstructed his bed or sold it. I think I sold the royal bed.
Oh, if I could have, I would have sold his legendary statue. We know he built it. That's all we needed to know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this
one.
I
do not keep and use legendary stuff unless I only have one of them. Then I'll sell it. If I have, so it's like weapons. I keep and use legendaries, but furniture, I sell legendaries. Sculptures, I sell legendaries. Even well, I don't know, yeah. Hospital beds or beds that I'm using as medical, I would keep legendaries. Because the quality affects infection chance and recovery rate. Chance. But...
Oh, do we not have power to those? Alright, I'm going to do this and then it's about time for me to wrap it for today.
I think when I came on to stream, Jane, I'm assuming you've been watching the whole time or close to the whole time? When I came on, it was like almost an hour in already.
It has been an hour, a little over an hour.
Okay. So there's just a bit before.
I started a little after 2. I'm going a little fast. Just the 2 hours. Yeah, she's been here most of it. I got that note. I mean, actually, honestly, I can exactly because I got notified twice. So she started watching at about 25 minutes after. For some reason, I got notified 2 emails. So, got that set. I'm gonna have him build that thing. Oh, wait, hold on, I need to build. Not just that, I need to build this. Here.
Hey, you said that, was it Charleston or Charlotte that you had mentioned has a lot of flights?
A lot of
military flights.
Charleston.
Okay. I saw something, and I don't know whether it was real or just a fake thing, because I saw it on Facebook, and I never take for granted crap I see on Facebook. But I saw something saying that 100% disabled we were now eligible for Space A, which I didn't think would ever happen, because it's not actually military benefit.
Yeah, it's just an extra thing.
Yeah, it's just we can do this, so why not?
Yeah, but well, as opposed to why not? Because some veterans can. I know that retirees can, but it's a little
retirees can.
Yeah.
Veterans that are not retiree or dependents aren't eligible. Well, weren't. I still need to check on that thing that I saw suggesting they are.
Yeah. Well, and then a lot of those terminals run Facebook pages as their primary way of letting people know when their flights are.
Oh.
Flow pods are getting moved. Guthron is eating in the classroom. Why, I don't know. Apparently that's just what you do. Power lines going in. And as that's wrapped, I think is when I'm going to wrap it. I'm moving the glow pods so that they are all up in the wrap rooms. I hear ya, I hear ya.
I also think,
this one
having the trap rooms in the home zone has an effect on the likelihood of them coming. Which I can promise they're not in the home zone right now because they're not being cleaned. I never set them to home zone until I have the doors.
Doors are installed. So.
Doors are unallowed and a wall put up.
Yeah,
because
well,
even if the doors are unallowed, like you pointed out, they'll still wander in if they're on a break.
Yeah.
And I've actually had, before I started using a wall in front of the doors as well, I had a person stop their break. So they were on a mental break inside one of my trap rooms, and then they came out of the break and started cleaning it. I was like, what the heck? Stop it.
Okay, so... Wait a minute. Guthron, you can do this now. I forgot. So you grab that one.
Pig. I like your visitor. You have a visitor named Pig, I think?
Yeah, oh, there's another...
I was just saying I like that name.
There's another trader down here.
Yeah.
Not sure why they decided to come in over here.
They just came in from that side of the map.
Hi, Kill Omega. Go talk to them. Ow, that's a long... Look at that. You're gonna have to go. Punks.
What I was gonna do next time I play, if it's not there, is I'm gonna build a door inside, like not parallel to the wall, but one space in the base from the wall, so that we could deconstruct the wall and already have a door present.
Yeah.
Then just rebuild the wall.
Okay, so this one is... I left a pod out there, but this one is now blocked off and lit up.
Nice.
We can easily just rip it down and go in there and put a clean floor in there if we want, but... And after the guy that just laid that power down is getting ready to lay the other power down. Okay.
Well, even the clean floor, we'd only have that one line of it, or 2 lanes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't do anything on the other one. Would it just be that one row right there? Okay, well I kill Omega, you went too late.
Oh, did they already leave?
They're leaving right now. He's going to haul steel to the mini turrets. Why are these animals in here? Do we have animals roaming up here? Class.
I probably expanded their allowed zone while I was still working. So, when I'm still working on the trap rooms, I allow the animals in to help make it dirtier.
Okay, well then I'll leave that. That's
yeah, and then when I finish the trap rooms, then I break that allowed area for them. I take it out of their allowed area.
right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop playing World right there. There's one other thing I'm going to do real quick. Because I told him I keep talking about this with Nautilus Knots, who's still lurking in chat. But I've been meaning to actually show him this thing that I made for Zoe. So bring up Terraria real quick. And assuming it cooperates. It's one of those things that's a little weird. Sometimes it works perfectly and then it doesn't at all.
In terms of coming up with the stream,
yeah, that
scene.
That and other things. It can be.
I was having the same problems when I first started streaming Fallout 76, which is actually why I'm using Streamlabs OBS right now, is because I couldn't get it to come up using just
single player. That's the right one. I don't know why I have 2 copies of me. Free world. Alright, so Nautilus Knots. Here it is. This is a world that I made for Zoe. And yes, and she has seen it. She is familiar with it. So all this stuff is here. I don't remember when it was that it was while I was gone last summer. So all this is our battle zone right here. And you can go down and then run straight across and you're back in here. And then we have underground, we have our storage mushroom right there, crafting area over here. All of the NPCs have their own place. So there's the mushroom guy right there. And then nope, close that door. Gotta remember where the buttons are. The marble place over here. Dungeon themed. There's the demolitions guy. Open that door. All the doors are switched, so you can land. You can just land on them and go. And so here's the Eater and Corruptor of Worlds as little as tunnels that go around.
So it's not on stream, whatever you're talking about and trying to show.
Oh, that's right. Just a second. I'm going to get back to where everything goes.
I was listening, kind of just passively listening.
Well, it's because you've seen it.
Yeah.
Remember.
I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what's happening? Messed up. That's what. And I'm seriously looking at ditching Streamlabs entirely because their thing is becoming more and more complicated to use.
It's just like chat servers. You have to spend a little bit of time using one, you switch to another, you switch to another.
Yeah.
It's like when will tech companies or when will software companies understand that people value their product if it's lean and effective, and that trying to expand your company by essentially bloatware is never the answer for anybody.
Oh, they haven't figured that out. How can we be everything for everyone instead of being the one thing for the people that want it? So
yeah,
there. Now you guys should build it. So there's a map overview shot of it. So it's this tree, and there's the pirate ship that's landed, and there's an alien ship right there. There's King Slime, and Skeletron, and the Eater, and the Destroyer, and Corruptor of Worlds, Eye of Cthulhu, with all the brain stuff and everything right there. And here's the Eater, the Wall of Flesh Hotel down here.
the Wall of Flesh Hotel, I like that.
Yeah, and then it goes all the way down to the bottom there, and there's a sky lake up above for her to fish at, and it rains. So yep, there's the. I haven't finished putting all of this in glass yet. I was glassing it in. I did glass in over here. Here's the Halloween themed stuff: a pumpkin, tree house made of that wood, and here's the beekeeper guy, like from the jungle. And yeah, everything is switched here. And I can head up this way, and there's the nurse, and there's the fisher guy. And on up here into the King Slime.
Things can accomplish.
It makes it so that it's inside. It's not outside. Okay. It's a wall behind it.
Yeah.
So yep. And then I go over here. Here's the steampunk person. Down. Over here, up this, there's the party house. This one was one of the hardest ones to build because you could only buy the stuff for this when someone was throwing a party. So I had to keep waiting for the party. There's the dryad, there's the painter, there's the wizard right there.
I remember going into the party house and just jumping up and down.
Yeah, because you bounce.
Over and over and over and over.
And here's the pirate ship with Captain Morgan, and then all these little mannequins up here with things. There's a bunny cannon.
Captain Morgan, does he sell rum?
I think so.
Good.
So, and I've got
bunny cannon
banners set up all over the place for things to. Yeah, you can actually fire that cannon. And here's the android guy, and he's stuck up here because the doors stay closed. That wall. Yep, so he thought he was going to get out. Yep, it changes so that I can get in, and then as soon as I hit that button, it's blocked. He can't get out.
He tries.
He does try. So there's the Eater of Worlds tunnel. And then, of course, this is the fun part, the battle zone. Where you can just hide right here. Jump up here, trigger that, those floors disappear, and you trigger some event. And all along here on the sides, under here, all the way out to the edges, are all the banners, so that you have all of the buffs.
Yeah, I can kind of see silhouetted banners.
Yes, but if I've just moused over it so you can see all the buffs. This is great for the invasion style events, but the holiday specific events, those things are a little bit tougher, and this doesn't work as well. Mm-hmm. This is actually much better than the one we built in that world that we were all building, where we built a castle. With the tag zone underneath. This one's actually much more effective than that one. Well, I didn't do the down here we have the Wall of Flesh Hotel, or apartment flat, so it's all based off Wall of Flesh, and I used images to get these right, so you have all the different parts of the Wall of Flesh.
There's its mouth.
And the two eyes and everything. I didn't do all the tentacles. I figured we didn't need all the tentacles.
Yeah.
Yep. The Wall of Flesh high rise. That's what that is. And this storage thing right here, it's not.
Who would want to live there?
This is not as this one is not as effective as the one we built in ours because I was more focused on making it so that you could stand in the middle and hit everything. So this one you kind of have to go up and down a little to hit everything. But yeah, this is one of this, and it's themed off of the mushroom. I made it look like Mario mushroom. But the mushroom guy lives in the face of the thing, and you can get you can go down here and there's a switch that you trigger. Here, I'll show you. Go over here and there's a switch that you trigger and all the mushrooms appear.
Frame the traveling merchant. Oh, there's the mushroom man. Do you know the mushroom man?
And so I just got a bunch of shrooms.
Oh, that's cool.
Mine them all. And I don't have it in here, but our fishing complex is in the other world.
Okay.
I'm about to switch over and show that. So I'm gonna highlight this later and send it to him. Say, here, watch this section of my stream and you'll see it. But yeah, so this thing right here, if I click right here and click quick stack to nearby chests, everything that can disappears. I'll drop down a little, hit it once. There. Everything disappeared that I'd been mining and everything. So just quick stack to everything in sight. The mushrooms are at the bottom, they're just slightly out of range.
Yeah.
Yep. And everything is of course sorted just the same way. So yep. And over here is the cobalt room and then the obsidian room down there.
Obsidian dungeon.
Yep. And I think actually there might be, oh, it's just the wall. Yeah, I made it look like, so in the map here, I made it look like the tree was going down, and so this central tunnel right here that goes all the way down to the ground is a root. It's living wood. It goes all the way down. And I've expanded it. There's some fishing areas here at the different levels. I started making some fishing areas, and this goes all the way down to the bottom. So, yeah. And I think I've shown it to her. I think she's seen it.
I remember you talking about showing it to her, and then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've shown it to her. So she's seen it. Because we haven't played this much.
Yeah.
Now, real quick.
We're doing other stuff.
Yes, we have. Now, let me show you this other one real quick. Is it Pixel?
Oh, the fishing.
The fishing complex. I'm really proud of this fishing complex. So yeah, this is our massive thing. This is our fully functional storage shelf. Right there, where you can stand in the middle and get everything. So yes, fishing complex. All the way down. This battle arena is not as effective as the one in the other one. I think I started building.
Pretty effective, though.
That was pretty darn effective. And I've got the same thing right here with the mushrooms. So, and that mushroom guy is positioned right there for a reason. So here's the fishing complex. So based on where you're standing, you can fish. So this is above world and this is underworld. So this is surface and cavern level fishing. And right now I'm fishing in the hallowed, and then this is forest. This is jungle, tundra, crimson, corruption, and then over here. If you don't know what it's for, don't use the switches. Obviously this is honey and this is lava. And then if I jump up here, I'm fishing in the mushroom cavern, so I can get the mushroom fish. And then if I go down here, it's the same zones, just underground, a cavern level for each one. And then, so in the hollowed, the reason why this is hollowed is because all the way over here, this hollow material that's there is what's making this hollowed. That's why the water, and you notice the water will change color. It's the yeah. There we go. So based on where I stand, the music can change.
I wasn't noticing a lack of music because I have the.
Yeah, but you'll see the water changes based on where you're standing. So, and that's just to show you the full effect. And this isn't a corruption world. This is a crimson world, so we have crimson here. But there's also corruption for fishing. stuff, but you never get corruption quests here. But you can get corruption fish. So you can go to a different world, get the corruption quest, come here, and then catch it. And then he'll give you, right here's Johnny. What's your quest? Caught in Crimson. Man of War. And so then down here we have all the stuff for Crimson, Jungle Corruption,
All the quest fish.
all the quest fish.
Items. Yeah.
And the number shows Bloody Man of War. That's the one we want. So you just take one. And the numbers actually show how many are in there. So you can go, you can, because you can get a bunch of extra if you know what you're doing. There you go. Fisherman's Pocket Guide. And then all the stuff I think is stored down here. So that's the fishing spot. And for the things that you can't get here, so we have ocean, cavern fishing, sky lakes. And down here we have teleportations to the jungle temple, the dungeon arena, and the crystal farm. So I hit the switch, and I'm fishing in the ocean. I go here, I'm fishing in a cavern. The only place there's something you can only get here. And then I click this button, and I'm fishing in the sky. And all of them have this thing right here for you to quickly access. I put all my fishing stuff in there. That's why those are all there. There you go. So I will.
Fishing in the sky. That sounds like it should be a song.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. There, I did that. There you go. No. I'll highlight that for him. Alright, so that's it. I'm gonna help you guys tomorrow afternoon. And everybody have yourselves a good rest of the day. And I'm going.
Are you going to want to try for a PTSD stream tomorrow, or do you want to? I know that you need to be catching up with support.
We can talk a little bit, yeah. But I mean, I'm going to be working until, because remember, I'm not streaming until 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be doing work prior to. So we can talk offline about that.
Yes, sir.
So look,
Bye, everybody.
I think I'm just going to put this nice one and post. Oh, Jess. We like sharing the love with her. Oh, she needs to get a new high top. Okay. I will see you guys later. I'll be right back on this.
Alright.
Everybody have a good day. And bye.